Hello my dear students, in this lecture we are going to see one previous year GATE numerical which was asked on shaft design. The question is asked in GATE 2018 for 2 marks in set 2. The question is a bar of circular cross section is clamped at both ends. Clamped means fixed. It is the bar or shaft is fixed at both ends P as well as Q as shown in figure. The torsional moment T is equal to 150 Newton meter. Here torsional moment T is equal to 150 Newton meter is applied at a distance of 100 mm from P. At a distance of 100 mm from P. The torsional reaction Tp and Tq in Newton meter at the ends P and Q are respectively. Now here for such type of loading our target is to find torsional reaction at P and torsional reaction at Q. Now options are given. Now my dear students, can you imagine here on this shaft anticlockwise torque is acting in between P and Q. From P at distance 100 mm anticlockwise torque is acting, and from Q also at distance 200 mm. Now to cancel this anticlockwise torque there will be a reaction at P as well as Q. Therefore let us assume at P as well as Q the reaction in clockwise direction. This is my assumption. Therefore let us say the reaction torque at P, this is a torque at P, and reaction torque at Q, right? These are the reactions that I have assumed here. The first step, while if both ends are fixed, then always we have to assume the reactions at both ends. This is the first step. Here torque T is given 150 Newton meter. Later we will put these dimensions. Now let us consider this diagram. Here I am minimizing the question so that we will get sufficient space for the solution. Now let us say there is a shaft which is fixed at both ends at P as well as Q. It is fixed at P as well as Q. This is a P end and this is a Q end. And in between, let us say at R, in between if I consider point R, the torque T is acting in anti-clockwise direction at distance 100 mm. This distance is 100 mm, right? This distance will be 100 mm. Let us say 100 mm and this distance is 200 mm. 200 mm, right? Therefore at P there will be a torsional reaction. I am assuming in clockwise direction. This is a torque at P, as well as at Q there will be a torsional reaction. I am assuming again in clockwise direction. Therefore for equilibrium we can say summation of torque about any point must be equal to 0. This is the equilibrium condition from engineering mechanics. Summation of torque is equal to 0, summation of forces is equal to 0. This is the equilibrium equation. Therefore we have to consider clockwise positive and anti-clockwise as negative. Therefore this torque at P is clockwise, which is positive, torque at Q is clockwise, positive, and torque at R is negative, that is anti-clockwise. Therefore plus Tp plus Tq minus T is equal to 0. Therefore torque at P plus torque at Q is equal to T. This is your first equation. Now we have to solve for second equation. Now here I am using the concepts of engineering mechanics. That is, I am drawing here free body diagram. Now here there are two shafts connected in series. From P to R there is one shaft, and R to Q there is one shaft, and at R torque of T is acting. That is, we have to assume. Here diameter is same for both shaft. Diameter is same. Diameter is D only, right? For shaft PR as well as RQ, diameter is same. Lengths are different. Right? Now consider first shaft, that is P to R, and then R to Q. Here if I consider P to R, this is a P end, R end, and then there is another shaft which is R to Q. Right? Now here the length of P to R we can say 100 mm, length of R to Q is 200 mm, and diameter of both is same. Now While solving such type of numericals, start your analysis from any one extreme end. This is very important, my dear students. You have to select any one extreme end. Go back to the diagram. Your P end is the extreme end or your Q end is the extreme end. R is not an extreme end. R is in between. While solving such type of problems, solve from any one extreme end. Let us say I am considering P as the extreme end. Therefore, at P, whatever may be the torque, put as it is. Therefore, at P, there is clockwise torque TP. Right, there is clockwise torque at P. Now, as the component is in equilibrium, then each and every element must be in equilibrium. The shaft I have divided into two elements. That is P to R is first shaft and R to Q is the second shaft. As PQ is in equilibrium, as total PQ whole shaft is in equilibrium, then each and every shaft must be in equilibrium. Therefore, P to R must be in equilibrium and R to Q also must be in equilibrium. Therefore, to balance this clockwise TP, there will be anti-clockwise TP at R. To balance this clockwise TP, there will be an anti-clockwise TP at R, like this, anti-clockwise TP. Right. Now, let us go for R end now. Let us go for R end. Now, at R, look at the diagram. What is the total torque? At R, total torque is anti-clockwise T. In actual diagram, at R, total torque is anti-clockwise T. Therefore, torque at R must be anti-clockwise T, which is nothing but anti-clockwise. And already in a PQ element, I have applied TP in anti-clockwise direction. Can you imagine here? At R, I have already applied TP in anti-clockwise direction. Therefore, more torque need to be applied here. Therefore, that means torque at R must be T, and already I have applied TP. Therefore, I need to apply more T minus TP in anti-clockwise direction. Now see here, this TP plus T minus TP will get added. Both are in anti-clockwise direction or not? Both are in anti-clockwise direction. Therefore, torque at R will become TP plus T minus TP, which is nothing but TP will get cancelled. T in anti-clockwise direction. Resultant will be in anti-clockwise direction. Right. This is how we are drawing free body diagram from engineering mechanics. Right. Now, therefore, torque at R on RQ will be T minus TP. Now, to balance this T minus TP, there must be equal and opposite torque on Q. Therefore, to balance this T minus TP at R, there must be equal and opposite torque on Q. Therefore, there is equal and opposite torque like this, which is nothing but T minus TP. Right. Now, my dear students, but we have seen the torque at Q is TQ. Therefore, we can say T minus TP is equal to TQ. Here, the torque at Q is T minus TP, which is nothing but TQ. We have our assumption is TQ or not. Therefore, we can say T minus TP is equal to TQ. Therefore, total torque will become TQ plus TP, means equilibrium equation is satisfied. Here, first equation, which is equilibrium equation, you can see the same equation we got. Therefore, equilibrium equation is satisfied. Right. Therefore, the torque on element 2 is T minus TP and torque on element 1 is TP. Right. Now, assume, now here, if I look at element PR, at P there is a clockwise torque, at R there is an anti-clockwise torque. Now, consider any one extreme end for sign convention. Consider any one extreme end for sign convention, and the same type of end we have to consider for another element, that is element 2, for sign convention. Let us consider, I will consider P element. I will consider P. At P, TP is positive, that is clockwise. Therefore, let us say this arrangement I am assuming as a positive. That is torque on PR element is plus TP, because at P it is clockwise. Now, as I have considered left side of first element, then I have to consider left side of second element also. Therefore, for second element, R is left side, and at R there is an anti-clockwise torque. Therefore, torque on RQ element will be anti-clockwise is negative, minus T minus TP, minus T minus TP. This will be the torque on this RQ element, right? Now we are going for second equation. We are going for second equation. See, in question it is mentioned that at P as well as Q it is clamped, means between P and Q it is fixed, and as it is clamped or fixed, then total angular deformation must be equal to 0. Total angular torsional angular deformation must be equal to 0. That means angular deformation of PR plus angular deformation of RQ must be equal to 0. Angular deformation of PR and angular deformation of RQ must be equal to 0. Therefore, we will get second equilibrium equation. Here I am erasing the diagram so that we will get sufficient space for the solution. Now here I am writing the equilibrium equation. Therefore, theta of PR plus theta of RQ must be equal to 0, right? This is our another equation. This is called compatibility equation. Right? This is called compatibility equation in engineering mechanics. Now in torsion, what is the torsional equation? Torsional equation is T by J is equal to tau by R is equal to G theta by L. T by J is equal to tau by R is equal to G theta by L. This is the torsional equation. Therefore, equate first equation and last equation. Then I will get theta is equal to TL upon Gj. I will get theta is equal to TL upon Gj. Right. Therefore, put here. Therefore, we can say theta of PR is nothing but TL upon Gj of PR plus theta of QR is nothing but TL upon Gj of QR must be equal to 0. Now, let us put the values. Therefore, on PR, torque is plus TP and length is 100 mm into 100. Length is 100 mm or not? Length of PR is 100 mm divided by G. Here we can see G as material is same. The G will be same, and as the diameter is same, J is nothing but pi by 32 d power 4. Therefore, J of PR will become equal to J of QR plus T torque on QR, torque on RQ, is minus T minus TP, Therefore, here plus, then minus T minus TP. Length of QR is 200 divided by G into J must be equal to 0. Now, this GJ gets make a common and multiply with 0. This will become 0. Therefore, the equation will become like this. Here, this GJ will get cancelled by multiplying with 0. Therefore, 100 TP, here multiply with negative sign, minus 200T minus minus plus 200 TP is equal to 0. Therefore, we can say 100 TP plus 200 TP, 300 TP is equal to 200 T. Therefore, torque on P, TP is equal to 200 T divided by 300, which is nothing but 200. Torque is given in equation, in question. The value of torque is given, my dear student, is 150 Newton meter divided by 300. Therefore, torque at P, you will find, if I solve this, I will get 100 Newton meter. This is the torque at P. Again, they are asking what is torque at Q. Now, use first equation number 1, that is torque at P plus torque at Q is equal to total torque. Therefore, we can say torque at Q is equal to total torque minus torque at P. Therefore, torque at Q is equal to 150 minus 100, which is nothing but 50 Newton meter. Torque at Q is equal to 50 Newton meter. Right. Now, look at the options, my dear student. Therefore, the option C will be the correct choice. Here, in this question, you will find option C is a correct choice. That is 150. And my dear students, to solve this similar question, we have shortcut also. Now, I will explain you shortcut. Let us go by shortcut. Here I have explained you conventional way. but in examination for similar, if diameter is same, if both diameter is same, that is shaft for first shaft and second shaft in series, if diameter is same, use a shortcut. Let us see the shortcut. Now look at the shortcut. Here shaft PQ is given, at P and Q there is a fix, and at R torque T is applied, the magnitude of torque is given, and diameter of PR is equal to diameter of RQ. For such cases we can use shortcut. Now as at R torque is acting in anti-clockwise direction, therefore at P at Q I will assume clockwise torque. Let us say this is a torque at P and torque at Q. I am assuming both as a clockwise. Now my dear students, the shortcut is that torque at P will be equal to the distance of Q from the torque, that is opposite distance. While calculating torque at P, we have to consider opposite distance, which is nothing but B, is 200, which is nothing but B. Let us say this is a B, this will be B. You have a total distance. Total distance is A plus B, which is nothing but length A plus B into total torque, This is a shortcut. Therefore, see here, B is 200 divided by EL is 300 into total torque is 150, which will be equal to 100 Newton meter. And if I want to find torque at Q, then same way, if I want to find torque at Q, then opposite distance, that is distance of P from the torque, applied torque, which is nothing but A. Here I am assuming as A, which is 100, A divided by total distance, that is A divided by total distance into total torque, is equal to A is 100 divided by EL is 300 into total torque is 150. This we will get 50 Newton meter. This is a shortcut, and in examination try to use these shortcuts for such type of numericals. Thank you dear students. In next lecture we will see one more numerical on shaft design.